I'm rolling into Culture Collision, and I'm ready to get some deals done today, so let's get started. Jordan, good to see you again, sir.
You too, Jeff.
You have beautiful showcases as always.
Thank you.
You always have beautiful Dallas cards, right? Luka Gold Kaboom, Dirk Gold Kaboom, dual logo man there. Look at that, 1 of 1 Dirk. Dallas is your team, that's what you PC.
Yeah, Dirk and Luka. I'm a huge Mavs fan, so the PC stems from that.
And look at that select rainbow there. That's wild. Super cool.
Thank you.
Look at that Randy Moss Gold Kaboom's pretty cool. When did you pick that up?
Not too long ago.
Oh, I like that Lamar. That's a Lamar rookie stained glass PSA 10. I like that card. I like that card a lot. That's a cool card.
Yeah, and he's played at an elite level for years, won an MVP.
Look at that. That's beautiful. It's always dangerous to buy football cards like this, you know, early in the season. It's it can be rough going because you don't know what's going to happen to him. He can get injured. Football cards during the season is tough. I like the Caitlin Clark Big Kahuna. That's cool too. A Wemby Money Blast.
Yeah.
I like that as well, actually. All right, if you want to pull a few more out, and then I'll show you some what I got. I'm interested in the 2 Wembanyama's there, that Wembanyama there, that Caitlin Clark. All right, what's up, buddy?
Okay, so we have interest on the T-Law red, white, and blue. We bought at the National.
Okay, so this is one of the cards that we bought together at the National. Now, we bought this along with a Bijan Robinson Explosive. You still have that? Yeah, okay. So we bought these 2 cards together at the National earlier this year, and we paid $4,500 for these 2. You got them to throw in another card for free too, right?
Which I sold for $80.
Which you sold for $80. So basically, we've got $4,420 into these 2 cards combined that we bought together.
Yes.
What, you got an offer on this just now?
So the offer was, I have these 2 cards.
Okay.
The Joe Namath and this Stephon Diggs.
Okay.
We had these at around $700.
Okay.
And then he offered 37 for these.
37 for all 3 or just that?
For all 3.
3,700 for all 3.
So that puts us at
around 3,000 on that. So that's not great because I think this.
We thought
this card could probably go for $1,500. We bought it for less than that, but we think this is probably like a $1,500 card. And so he's offering around 3,000 on that. Well, that puts us right back at what we paid for them.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that you could sell them for what we paid for them, but the goal was to flip them and make a little bit of money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you got to shop around. You want to shop around for some more offers? There's a lot of people buying at this show. You want to walk around and see if you can get some more offers on the T-Law?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do that. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Reeves is filming right now for the Card Kids YouTube channel. So I'm going to let Rob, this is Rob over here, by the way. This is like the Matrix. Photographer, Rob, get Phil. Phil, get Rob. Look at it. Yes, exactly. This is what our life is like now at card shows. So Reeves is going to go around with Rob, and they're going to film for the Card Kids YouTube channel. So if you want to see Reeves' adventures of trying to sell the Trevor Lawrence and the Bijan that we picked up at the National, and see if he can make profit off of those for us, then once this video is done, go over to Card Kids and watch his video. We'll see how he does. All right, let me give that back to you. Go get a good deal.
What do we think our lowest is on the T-Law?
On the T-Law?
Yeah.
3,500. I think 3,500 should be the low. Right? Because let's say we don't get 1,500 for that, if we get like 1,200 for that, that puts us at 47. Like we want to make a couple $100.
We had a $1,400 offer on this at the National.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I think 3,500 should be the bottom on the T-Law. We bought it for a really good price.
Okay.
What do you think? You're not sure you can get 3,500 for it?
I don't think so.
I mean, I warned you back at the National that T-Law, I wasn't sure he was going to be the hottest name. I wasn't sure. He lost week 1 to the Dolphins, who then stunk in week 2. So, you know, it's.
Yeah, we'll see.
Go find 3,500. Go get 35. Okay. I believe that if you work this show floor, you can find someone who's going to give you 3,500 for the T-Law. And then we'll have made a few $100 and we
Okay.
can go celebrate.
Okay.
All right. We'll see what he can do. We'll see what the boy can do. We'll see what his hustle's like. All right.
So potentially interested in these two.
Okay.
Those will be the main ones.
All right. So Jordan, you picked a couple of cards out of my case. A Caitlin Clark. It seems we both like Caitlin Clark right now. And then this is an interesting one you pulled out. Christian Pulisic's Gold Kaboom PSA 10. It's a really nice card. Now, I've been holding on to this card. Obviously, we got the World Cup coming here to US in a couple of years, and I figured that would be kind of a prime time to sell it in the lead up to the World Cup. But I did bring it with me to see what the interest level was. I haven't looked up price on this card in some time. I don't think a PSA 10 has ever sold.
No.
But we could take a minute to kind of look at it and see, you know, for the right price, I'd be willing to do something on it. So let's do that. And then, because obviously this one, that Pulisic would dictate either a really big deal or less of a big deal as to whether we can align on that one or not. You got a $3,300 offer? I said 35, right?
And I think I say 33.
I said 35.
Vetoing your 35. I had him going 10-7, beating the Dolphins preseason. He's now lost to the Dolphins. We have the Bijan.
They actually should have won that game. They should have won that game. They were leading. Etienne fumbled the ball going into the end zone. They would have won the game. They would have been 1-0.
Should have does not win championships.
Fair. Fair.
It's a good line.
Wise words. Oh my goodness. I should be like a philosopher.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Come on. How many people have you gone to ask for offers on the card?
Not a lot.
If you had gotten 8 different offers and the best offer was 33. But if you've gotten one offer and that offer was 33, then I feel like try a little harder and let's get this offer up here. Let's go. Okay, so I think as a starting point, I think we should probably look up the Christian Pulisic and see if there's anything to kind of track that to. So I don't see any sale ever of a 10. There were actually 2 sales in the PSA 9. One sold back in December 2022 for $4,080, and then another sold in January 2023 for $3,960. My ask on the PSA 10 was $10,000.
Okay.
It's a high number. I recognize it's a high number. I recognize that. I also think it's a number that maybe could be achievable in 2026. Is it realistic in 2024? It's ambitious. I think if you put that card on like a Fanatics Collect auction or a Golden auction, you get like 2 heavyweight honchos bidding on it in the run up to the World Cup. You know,
Yeah.
it could do numbers. It could do 12, maybe 15, maybe 50, who knows?
Who knows?
What would you feel comfortable at on that card?
7.
7? I don't think 7 is unfair based upon, you know, where the market is.
My concern is his market's down
Yeah.
since that sale.
Yeah.
But the Gold Kaboom market's
Is
stronger.
up. Yeah.
So there's some offset in there, I feel
Yeah.
like. So I think that leading into the next World Cup, he may or may not be the best player on the U.S. team.
Yeah.
I think he's sort of teetering.
I know you like your Gold Kaboom. So what would you do with that if I were to trade that to you?
I would not be in a rush to move it. So I would probably enjoy it for a bit, hold it for a bit, and see if at some point there's a collector who needs that card, and then maybe pass it along to a new home. But I mean, I'm not sure it falls in the same category as Dirk and Luka for me, or it doesn't, but I love the card. So, I'd probably hold it for a bit.
If you would be willing to do 8,000 trade on that, I would be willing to do it for 8,000. I'm not sure I'm willing to do it for 7. That to me is like, I think it's 7. I'd rather put it in the safe and pull it back out
Yeah.
in 2 years and see how things are looking as we lead up to the 2026 World Cup.
And I remember turning back the clock a couple years, people looked towards the last World Cup and said, I'm going to hold Mbappe and Messi and Ronaldo, and that didn't exactly pan out.
It did not. It did not. That is true. I think this one will be a little different for two reasons. First of all, we're 2 years out right now. And so now, I do think you're going to see this run-up happen maybe a year to 6 months from the World Cup. And then when you get to the World Cup itself, there may not be like another bump, but that run-up hasn't nearly started yet. We're 2 years out. Second of all, the World Cup this time around is in the US. That's a whole different ballgame. He'll be the star. He's going to be on billboards. He's going to be all over. You know, it's going to be like his face. Nike's going to plaster his face everywhere. I'm kind of talking myself out of wanting to do this, Jordan. I kind of talked myself out of it.
I love the card because of first year Gold Kaboom. As of now, he's our best player. Never sold in the 10, but Pulisic itself, not that level of talent. So we'll see.
It depends on the collector.
Yeah.
If you're comparing him to international superstars, completely agree.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a US-centric collector, if you're looking for somebody who wants the US stars on the national stage, or international stage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like buying US Olympic stars.
So I guess, and I'm interested in this as well, but we both have a Caitlin potentially included. So let me know what you're thinking and maybe we can make it work.
Since you are interested in a Caitlin Clark, I mean, to the deal, but I was interested in your Caitlin Clark, I feel like it probably doesn't make sense to worry about those. I feel like if we're gonna do the deal, I feel like it's probably cleanest to look at this being the trade. Pull those back to your side, pull this back to my side. That for these three.
If you don't mind, I like Caitlin enough that I'm okay including it and then adding more cash if you are. I'm fine keeping mine.
Yeah.
Depending on how you feel about it, I would be happy to add this and add more cash. If you want the Wemby.
And the Mahomes, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Mahomes downtown. I like that. I don't mind the Fields downtown. Oh my gosh. That thing is shot up. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that chart, guys. Oh my gosh. So I bought this card at the National. I got this card at the National, I believe. I've actually got to go back and watch my own National videos, but I'm fairly certain I got that card at the National because I picked up a couple of Caitlin Clarks. I think that was one I picked up at the National, and I paid less than $1,400 for it. I know that. $2,500 is the most recent sale of that card. That card has shot out of a cannon since the National. Man, Caitlin Clark's market is hot, and deservedly so. I mean, she's having an absolutely incredible season. Okay, well, based on that, Jordan, based on me knowing that card's worth a good amount, I feel like I can go on a spending spree now across your case. Where do you think we're at here?
So if we lower this to $1,750,
okay.
You feel like the other values are fair?
Yeah, the other values were fair. They're $50 one way or the other.
Okay, so I'm giving you a little bit back on that one because that's
right
under the last sale. So that brings these 5 cards to $10,170.
Okay.
And then this, you wanted 8 value.
Yeah.
And then this, the last sale is 25. It's up a bit. That sale is a bit high.
Right.
But we can both agree her market's up pretty significantly since you picked up the card and priced the card.
Yep.
So, but
so theoretically, 10,500 with value less certain. 10,170 with value a little bit more certain.
So a little safer and a little bit riskier, but high upside as well. So essentially that would put this at 10,170 and this at 10,2, giving you 8,000 on the Pulisic, which I think is fair. I mean, we're probably not going to get much closer value-wise than that.
So basically you would owe me a beer at the bar. Maybe a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Depending where we go. If we go to like a dive bar, probably you get like 6 or 7 beers for the price difference. Maybe go somewhere nice. Maybe, you know, a Manhattan or an espresso martini, something like that.
Whatever floats your boat, Geoff.
Okay. So, even though I'm slightly sheepish on this deal because I know a couple of years from now I could regret it, at the moment, I think it's a good offer. Jordan, I want to do the deal. Let's do the deal. There we go. It's great doing a deal with you.
You too.
It's going away. The Pulisic's gone. It's gone. Say bye-bye to the Pulisic. I know.
How is it worth so much?
Yeah. It's a big card, $8,000. But look what I got in return. So I found something here that I think would do really well in our value bins, or maybe even selling them on Whatnot. This dealer's got a whole case of those garbage Pail Kids baseball card crossovers from Topps. I actually love these. I think they're super fun. I think they're super eye-catching. They're relevant right now because a new series of these just came out as part of 2024 Bowman Chrome. What I think I'm gonna do is pick up some of the bigger name players, some of the stars. I've noticed he's got like Aaron Judge in here, for example, and Juan Soto, so players at that level. I think those would do really, really well in our store. I also think they do really, really well on Whatnot. These are super cool. Look at these. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of these. Look at my boy Acuna here. I mean, that's gonna do well in our shop. Look at that. All right, so the dealer said I could pull out the ones that I'm most interested in. So I would say Aaron Judge, obviously. Look at this stack of Acunas he's got. Those we've got to get in our Atlanta cases for sure. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, how about Mike Trout? I bet Bryce Harper would do well for us as well. I'm gonna pull the Bryce Harpers out. Juan Soto, I think that's a pretty good bet. Maybe Mookie Betts as well over here. I think he's a pretty good bet too in terms of names that are actually gonna move and sell. I'd say probably Corbin Carroll. I'm gonna pull his out. That is cool as can be. Look at that. That is the reference to when Randy Johnson, his fastball hit a bird and killed it in the middle of a game. And that is the card commemorating that moment. That's pretty sweet. I actually like that quite a bit. Oh, gotta get this one. Gotta get my Brave, Spencer Strider, or Spencer Flider, as Garbage Pail Kids calls him. Gunnar Henderson, we'll pick that up. And then how about little Adley Rutschman as well. So a couple of the young Oriole stars, I think they'll do well. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. These are cool. These are really, really cool. So not what I was expecting to find at the show today. I've actually never seen a dealer who's got an entire setup of these Garbage Pail Kids Topps cards, but I love this. I love this. I think these are gonna do great in the store. So let me see if I can work out a bulk deal on all of this. I pulled 30 out of the case here. That's 40, 50, 60, 70.
You
Yeah.
want it on Whatnot?
Yeah.
Here's the giveaway for the show.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. Artsy Alex. So who is this signed by?
That's the artist.
Oh, the artist signed the card. That's awesome. That's super cool. There you go. Look at that. The Garbage Pail Kids artist signed the card. That's awesome. So we'll run this as a giveaway. Fantastic. I appreciate that. So that was something I didn't expect to pick up at the show today, but I'm happy I did. And the dealer was really, really nice. He gave me this card at the end, this autograph card by the artist. And he said, give this away for free on one of your next Whatnot streams. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go on Whatnot, we're gonna sell some of these on Whatnot, and I'm gonna give this card away to one of you watching who joins our Whatnot stream. Whatnot is actually a great place to go if you don't have a big card show like this near you today or this weekend or next week. Go on to Whatnot, it's the next best thing. They got tons of cards available for sale on there 24/7. And if you scan that QR code on your screen or use the link in our show description below, we'll hook you up with $15 free if you're a new Whatnot customer. By the way, the dealer, he's on Whatnot as well. If you're into these Garbage Pail cards, check out Trotown Royalty on Whatnot. And then of course also check out Cards HQ Shop. That's where we'll be giving this away for free. All right, so Reeves is over here. Let's see if he sold the T-Law.
I have not. We do have an offer.
Okay.
Pending. There's a guy,
How's it going?
There's a guy that's interested because he's doing a deal with another guy who wants a big T-Law.
Okay, so what's the offer?
We don't have one.
Okay, well, where's he?
He's breaking banks.
Okay, so he's thinking about it? Okay, all right, see? Patience can lead to bigger opportunity. Right, son?
You're not as good a philosopher as me. I'm a much better philosopher.
All right, buddy, I'm very happy getting a big deal done, having a good first day here at Culture Collision. You wanna go get a box to celebrate?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is only $550.
500.
Top from Bundesliga. I would do 5 hearts.
This is floor and Ritz rookie.
That's a lot of ripping if you got a whole
I'll come
case.
back.
I mean, that's the
I'll
fun
come
thing.
back. But it's also only $550 for a case.
It's chrome.
My fingers get tired after 12 bucks.
It's also chrome.
The nice thing is chrome, you get a lot more like numbered cards and autos. Like those are good boxes. Now who's in that? Who's in 23 Topps Chrome
Floor
Bundesliga?
and Ritz rookie.
Oh, of course. We're gonna do the case. We'll do the case. There you go. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. What a way to end Culture Collision, huh?
Give me that.
Now, just to be clear, he doesn't get to open the entire case right away. I'm gonna let him open a few boxes. I'll save the rest back. We're not going too crazy here, but how excited are you gonna be tonight ripping some of this at least? Exactly. So anyway, this has been a great show, guys. Hey, make sure to check out Whatnot. Check out our streams on Whatnot. We're gonna sell those garbage Pail Kids cards. I'm gonna toss that QR code on the screen one more time, or use the link in the show description below to join us at Cards HQ shop. And hey, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you soon with our next show. Take care.